Hey, yeah, it even started live quicker. Hey, everybody, Ben here. Welcome to day one of my VEDA. So that means it's August 1st. Hanging out with me today is Terry of Terry's GG&G, moderator to the stars, and all-around good guy. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. For everything that's going on away from the PC.
In real life, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in real life.
But
And
you know I'm sending positive vibes every day, dude.
yep, thank you very much. And thank you everyone else out there that might know.
Yeah. Well, I remember this time last year I was going through some things with my mother. So
Yeah.
we got Bam Ozzy in the chat already. Layla's Guitar Daddy and James Wright. Awesome. Hey guys. Oh, there's Blumpus.
And Blimpus.
Everyone doing well.
Wow.
AJ Collins, good to see you. Sean Silas in the house.
For a brief second, I looked at this. I'm monitoring the stream for you. In case people out there don't know, Ben finally has a laptop.
We got a new computer for the first time in 11 years. Thanks again,
So
Absolute Mayhem, if you're watching on replay, for helping me out with the purchase and reflashing it for me, and future programs he's going to be installing on this thing that'll save me hundreds of dollars.
so I'm watching the replay here live, and it's almost like using your iPhone or whatever.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, there's Phil
It's
Mosley, the man who never sleeps. Driddle, oh hey, gotta run, saying hi. Janice is checking in while driving. Safe travels, Janice. Rob212, good to see you, sir. Thank you, Phil, on the new computer. Johnny Bean Raid. Uh-oh. Hey, John BL 50. Jimmy Biter.
you haven't been on it this time in quite some time, so everyone's probably like going, "Hey, wait a second, Ben's on."
Well, it was funny. I'd mentioned to Mayhem last night. I said, "Well, I'll probably go live." I was even talking about doing the Sunday show just as a test, and leave it open ended. Maybe invite somebody on, and stuff like that. Especially with Hangouts going away. And then I was like, "Oh man, it's August 1st. I got to do my VEDA challenge. Hangouts is still an option as of now, so why not do another Hangout?"
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Clay, good to see you, sir. Mickey Studelmeyer.
Well, you never know when they're actually going to fully remove the Hangout thing,
Right. Or
and
how easy it'll be to use the replacement. If they integrate it into YouTube, where you set up an event, it defaults to Hangouts. It's just
So. Yeah, I think the only, as far as I know, for the little bit of knowledge that I have left on things, it's going to be just basically it's going to be one user. So if you're doing it in that case, you're going to have like OBS or whatever, and then you're going to have to use some type of companion program like Skype to actually make it that it's more than one user.
What's it called? StreamYard?
Yes,
which apparently looks like in StreamYard it can go directly to YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't need the extra layer of OBS. And also, it said it's way simpler than Hangouts because I would send you the link, but you don't have to have Hangouts installed, or you just simply click the link, and I think because it's browser based, it'll just boom.
Yeah.
Start working.
Which is kind of what Google Hangouts is, anyways, for the most part, except for on a mobile phone.
You're on your computer, right? Yeah, the only time is on your phone, and then you want to have the app installed. Lawrence,
Lawrence,
sir.
Hello.
Phil Mosley to John BL. Don't you hate it when Johnny sends a raid, but you're the only one that says it? Awkward.
That is funny.
Yes. So I hope everyone's doing well out there in YouTube land. And I saw Phil Mosley was live last night, which is awesome. I was going to jump on, but basically I got the computer fired up at midnight last night, just long enough that I fooled around on it for about 5-10 minutes, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm going to bed.
Put in your username. Put in your password for your username.
Yeah, pretty much. And figuring out the damn Wi-Fi password. Typical. Fire up old computer to get new password. Hey, Johnny Beane.
Oh, there's Johnny.
Sure. great hangout with Hack the other night. A good show on his channel, even without Mancuda there. Oh, and just an FYI, especially with Mancuda on, Johnny, yes, you can definitely get demonetized for volume of cursing. Because one of my live streams during NAMM, I got one remonetized. The other one, they went, no, there's just too much foul language during a 1 hour. Well, and they say especially in the first minute, because they really look at the first minute. And if we just start, hey, how the F are you? I'm like, okay, yeah.
Automatically, stream ended.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, Johnny Bean raid. All right, Mickey, that's awesome.
Brent McCord, Shine Silas.
I need to get Sean. We need to get you back on. You got another tour coming this fall. I'll be in touch with you about that if you're up for it, of course. And I got to get Johnny back on too at some point. That's all part of the testing. So expect to see some testing. VEDA is a good excuse for doing this testing, eh, Terry? Since we're doing daily videos anyways.
Yeah. Well, you are. I don't know if I will. I thought about it, but I'm not sure if I will. I mean, as it is, I've been.
You got a lot of stuff going on outside of YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So at least it's not a standard time of day thing.
Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, exactly, Phil. I think it was Mr. Elvis that a couple of times I'm like, man, you're as bad as Mancuda at times. He's like, I have no idea what that means.
Well, I have been actually putting up the Joyo videos lately too, so.
Yes, I'm so far behind. I browsed a couple of them, and I'm digging it, dude.
Yeah. I have to say, I don't know if it's the head or the 2x12s or the combination of both, but it was like the video I put up last night, I'm like sitting here after and I'm put the headphones on and I can hear my ear going, and I'm like, it's only like 10 watts, like, oh my God. But
yes, but what's the decibel level, right?
Yeah, like I've found that if I do crank it to its max volume, crank the gain on it to its max, and if I was to throw something like a fuzz or something that actually boosts the volume more, it will actually make the speakers push a little bit of air now.
Right.
So
hello
it has
Gary
just.
Colander, and see you, Rob 212.
Yeah. Later, Rob. Take care.
And yes, Phil, keep an eye on the chat while you're live. It can be fun. Safe travels, Johnny. I'm guessing you're headed up to Walnut Creek. I gotta check his live stream out on replay.
Yeah, that's another thing too as well you will be able to do easier now is actually read the side chat.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah. That word is not tolerated, period.
No.
That actually happened last night on Twitch.
I'm going to do a slight adjustment for that to what you had done.
Oh.
Being Canadian, we got to do 5 minutes in the penalty box. I give him a second chance, But yeah, we don't appreciate that type of language. So it's not like you get one strike, you get second chance in life. I believe in second chances, but after that, then you see a pattern.
Yeah, that happened on the AMD Twitch last night. A similar word got spoken out because of a Sacha Baron Cohen LEG sound sample.
Oh, geez.
Okay. So the host guy, he plays it and he's like going, he goes, oh, I gotta stop the stream and we're gonna have to delete this part of the stream and then restart.
Oh, we're just shooting the breeze. You haven't missed much.
Hey, Island, he is just testing out his new laptop.
So hopefully it's coming through somewhat clear or clearer than before.
It's definitely clearer than the previous desktop, whatever set up before. Like I said, it's a lot. It's very close to when you stream directly on the cell phone.
Excellent. Wow, we got 22 people watching. Not bad for the middle of the day.
Yeah, 22
Bill
watching.
Mosley, I got an Acer something. It's got an 8th generation Intel Core i5 at 1.6 gigahertz with turbo boost up to 3.4 gigahertz. We got an NVIDIA GeForce MX 150 with 2 gigabytes of virtual RAM, 8 gigabytes of DD4 memory, and a 256 gigabyte solid state hard drive. And I managed to save enough money on this that I found another flanger pedal that I'm probably going to buy. Because ironically enough, you know, the musician is at the pawn shop when we're looking at laptops there first. And I'm like, what kind of deal will you give me? And they're like, oh, we can't really budge on our computers. And I was like, all right, will you throw in this flanger too? They're like, what?
Yeah, basically, Ben has now stepped up to the 4-core, 8-thread CPU generation of computer systems. His laptop is technically an Acer Aspire 5 model A515-51G-5718.
Right. Yeah, I see that now. Yeah.
Next on your list, glasses.
Yes. No kidding. Hey, Suave Trainwreck. Computers are scary. No kidding. That's why I had Mayhem pick it out. I'm just like, you know what to look for, and sounds like an Ibanez model number. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Russ. I was going to get a Mac, but we couldn't. I found some refurbished Macs in my price range through Amazon, but none of them shipped to my location. And I would have had to spend double the money on a new MacBook or something like that. And it just wasn't in the budget. So this seems to be working. Will Varela, okay, what's a computer? I don't know. So yes, I'm looking at possibly getting the Ibanez Airplane flanger, the Paul Gilbert flanger.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Alex
Hey,
Radford.
young Mr. Radford. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I saw I think they retail for $220 plus tax here. Everybody's out of stock on them, and they have it at the pawn shop for $100.
Phil Mosley, who's a Will Varela? Oh, that's funny.
Exactly, Bruce. Exactly. So yeah, so welcome to the VEDA challenge. Videos plus my regular content as well. See you, Janice. And I'm happy to know that I can still use this. And it's just a matter of figuring out a way to stream on this, assuming Hangouts goes away, be able to stream on this and also play guitar as well. I'd like to be able to do that without something compressing right down. I could probably just go straight OBS for that. I gotta figure out how to use OBS.
Believe me, it took me a bit to figure out OBS, and I'm still very new to it. I'm not as Steve would be more knowledgeable. A lot of the Twitch streamers I know.
Johnny uses it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the video burps. Oh, we made it 13 minutes in before I got the video burps. Not too shabby. I want a Mac. GarageBand seems worth the extra cost. I heard GarageBand's pretty good.
That's, you know,
Phil. I shall do that.
That's pretty much it. That's the big thing. The reason why people want Macs is because the audio and video editing, which is, you know, if you could find free software for the PC that would do that, it wouldn't be. It would actually turn a max selling point pretty much to a negative.
Yeah.
Like it would be moot.
Well, you know they have a cure for OBS now. Oh wait.
Island Winder, Ben and Terry ice cream.
Love it.
Ben and Terry's ice cream. Okay, what would that be our flavor then? Moose knuckle?
All the flavors in the world except for everything but maple.
Yeah, exactly. Poutine moose knuckle. There we go. That'd be just a little.
Will and I were joking before the Live Wire show last night with Dave R. and Brian Stewart. And he's like, "Don't you have the Wilderness channel?" I'm like, "Yeah, moose fighting." The pit is huge for that.
Oh, God. No, I'd say so far the sounds pretty good.
Excellent. Using the same webcam, using the same mic, folks. I was going to try the internal webcam, but I'm like, what's the point? I have this nice webcam. Let's use it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. The Logitech C920 is going to be a better webcam than what they would offer anyways.
I may try a live stream without the mic and the camera, just so, like, if I'm traveling, you know,
yeah.
Hey, how's it sound and look just using the laptop?
Yeah. Another thing you could do now, thinking about it with OBS, is if you could enable the laptop cam plus the webcam, and there was enough resources and power to do it, you could set up OBS that you actually had both cams going at the same time.
Right.
For dual view.
Which would be great for basically doing demos and stuff like that, recording it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or essentially doing it. You could even set up as a private live stream.
Yeah, yeah, because that's kind of how, like, I don't think I've used Windows Live Movie Editor for a video in quite some time. I've actually just been directly recording through OBS and directly uploading to YouTube.
Sure.
It utilizes the hardware so much more better than the even Logitech's software program to control it.
See, Suave says Macs sell to pros because they're stable and work well with video and audio. Obviously, someone doing semi-pro work would use pro software. True. Phil,
True.
Yes. Internal webcam, not the built-in one. Will has some flavors here. Flavors are as follows: chocolate mousse, beavers and cream, strawberry squirrel. I like it. Like it. Phil's got 2 cameras. He wants to do a live pedalboard dialing session. I dig it. Hello to Metalhead Hippie. Good to see you, sir. And before I forget, yet again, since it is the first of the month, those who use YouTube Premium and do super chats, check your balance. You may have a couple of bucks from YouTube. Do a good karma thing. Pay it forward to your favorite YouTubers, whoever they may be. The money's there to be given away, so why not give it away? There we go. Keep reaching for the mouse that I usually use on the other laptop, which I don't have. And Wayne kept saying to me, "Are you getting a mouse?" I was like, "Nah, I don't need a mouse. I just use the touchpad."
Touchpad, yeah. I've tried touchpads, and most times I find them annoying.
Hello, Spencer. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, the webcam that Metalhead Hippie is talking about is a newer version of these,
right,
which I think has a slight tweak to them.
I actually installed the software for this camera now, so I can set it zoomed in more, for instance, so it's not trying to capture so much at once.
Yeah. I just leave mine stationary because I find the zoom in and zoom out, because of it being software based, if you don't have the resources, it just hogs. That's the only biggest drawback with webcams in regards to that, is it's a bandwidth and slight CPU resource hog. Beyond that, if you had just a line connected, it would work well.
Hippie says that's the green screen ability as well.
Yes.
And Will says, welcome everyone to the new and old VEDA, whatever live testing chat, I think. That's like one of your welcome messages, but quite condensed. That's actually what Will put is what I would try to do mimicking you, but it would come out like that. Like one of my demos. What am I playing again? Hey, Danny Allen. Apple has the advantage of making the software and hardware, not making hardware to work with other software or software to work with other people's hardware. Yep. In Metalhead, he uses the Zoom Q8 camcorder. Very cool.
Except there's one problem with that. Apple does not make their own hardware.
Outsourced.
It's outsourced, and the cores are all. They used to, way back, like about 10 years ago, they used to have their own hardware that was based on the Intel RISC processors.
Disabled autofocus, white balance, and low light level. Interesting. Might have to try that. Good to see you, Laz. Hey, Tom Harhai. Sorry I'm late. What new computer I get? What Terry say? The Acer Aspire 5 A515-51G-5718.
Yeah. Intel Core i5, 4-core, 8-thread processor, 1.6 gigahertz base clock, turbos up to 3.4. It's got a 2 gig separate video card in it, 256 gig SSD, and 8 gigs of DDR4 RAM.
And okay, Islander Winder says I don't see a huge improvement. Yeah, I'm still on my crappy internet. We're hoping that baby steps on that, and so any improvement is some improvement in my books. Thanks, Tom. Laz uses phone for videos. Yep, I shoot most of my videos with my phone. Passes 100 subs to get a real camera. So there we go. Everyone should subscribe to Laz if you haven't already. Music Therapy Laz in the chat if you're watching on replay. Let's get him to 100 subs so he has to buy himself a camera. We'll get him to 100 subs out of spite.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm already subbed to him.
Finished telebodies. Nice. I have to get on that this week. Today or tomorrow.
That's cool.
OBS should clear that up. Okay, good to know. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of different tests and stuff, so. Les says, thanks, dude, I think.
What was it? I was just going to say. Yeah, Island Winder, because he's still on a...
As well, I should say.
What's that?
Well, I'm hovering at that 1,300 mark, so if someone is new watching, please subscribe. Every little bit.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I was just going to say what Island Winder said. Yeah, even though Ben has a faster, better computer than what he has, excuse me, he's definitely limited by his internet connection still. So if and when they do find a new place and he gets a better connection speed, you will definitely see an improvement.
Tom's asking, what's your favorite guitar you own? Good question. All right, I'll grab it. I think Terry knows what it is. Probably the first guitar I ever played any on. Here it is, folks. This is my 1967 Telecaster with EMGs, just to cause a hubbub in the world of YouTube. So this was my dad's gigging guitar for years, and yeah, that's what I started out on, and I love it.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you watch the Rhett Warner video where he's in England? He's looking at fuzz pedals.
I mean, Rhett Shull?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the chat for the premiere for that.
Oh, jeez. When I'm watching that there last night, and I'm like,
hey,
no way. And then it's like, sure enough, you see him. He goes, cut the camera off. I'm like, yeah, he's getting it.
Actually, I hung out with him a fair amount during NAMM.
Yeah, that's cool.
He was attending NAMM with his lovely wife Tilly, his sister, who I keep forgetting her name, and his father Glenn was there as well. And so
Wow.
I ran into all of them the first day of NAMM, and then they were all also at the Novo Bash that night.
Nice.
Rhett seems like a great dude. Rhett is a really cool guy. Like he had that pink sparkle Novo that we've seen in countless videos. And so he brought it by the factory and he just had it hanging on the wall because they have wall hangers all through the front lobby area. And he put it up and I just walked up to him and I was like, do you mind? Can I play a couple of chords on your guitar? Of course you always ask. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, fill your boots, as we would say. And so I'm playing. I'm like, wow, this thing feels amazing. And again, like we were talking off air, it's a bit of a trip when something that you've only seen on screen for some time, and then all of a sudden, there it is in front of you.
Yeah. I know I've said that a lot. Some instruments that I've seen pictures of, and like to see the thing in person, it's like, yeah, the pictures of whoever the hell shot the picture of it does no justice. Even in some of these videos that people put up, it's the same exact thing. You can't believe, how the guitar looks.
4K with like 60 frames per second.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way you're going to pick up like checking, stuff like that. Hey, Pixel Monkey, good morning.
Pixel Monkey.
If it's morning, whereabouts are you? That's what I'm curious. Well, I suppose West Coast is still morning.
Cali. Yeah, West Coast.
Again, not used to being live this time of day.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's going to be the weird thing. Reason why people are probably going, oh, wait a second. He's on now.
Yeah.
You got all those people that were used to the afternoon bits. So actually, since we are like this, I will ask you now, since you've probably had a little bit of time to digest and kind of come back down from reality of things. So in regards to winter NAMM and summer NAMM, if you had a preference to go to one specifically out of the two from this point forward, which one would it be?
Good question. All right. Somebody asked to see this, first of all. This is actually a Talent branded Les Paul Jr., built under license from Gibson, hence the headstock shape. Picked it up at a pawn shop for $60, and it has one of my signature Canuck buckers in it.
Yeah, I do love the color of that guitar.
And my favorite thing, the cherry back with the black neck, because it just looks like I put it together myself.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's so punk rock.
Phil Mosley, this is actually a AMD Red Team t-shirt that they do as a giveaway promotion over Twitch, Twitter, any gaming events that they actually host or at, they will do t-shirt giveaways.
Okay. Pixel Monkey is actually in Nashville. Okay, cool. I just returned from Nashville.
Actually, as you can kind of see here, radio.
No, not rare at all, Spencer. They sold things at Walmart.
Yeah, those talents are like Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart guitar. But yeah, so to answer your question, that's a good question because Summer NAMM, it's like 1/10 or 1/15 the size, but also you can actually get to the gear. You're not, it's sort of like, let's say, you're going out to see a band play at a club. Band starts playing at 9, you get there at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Place is filling in, but it's not crowded. By 11 at night, you're standing with your drink like this, no elbow room. That's winter NAMM.
Yeah.
Summer NAMM, it's busy, but not crazy crowded. So I got to talk to a lot more people, much more relaxed, just hanging out with people. Whereas winter NAMM, there was a lot of people I didn't even see, just because it's so big.
Yeah.
You could be a football field away from somebody the whole time and never know it. So there is that, although there is, obviously more stuff at Winter NAMM. Travel, I much preferred going to Nashville because it was a 2-hour flight and then a 7-hour drive, as opposed to most of that in a plane to get to California.
Yeah, I think it's like
Like,
4
I am
hours
already
direct or
dreading,
something like that.
I'm dreading Winter NAMM. For the fact that if I do, I'd like to fly to Chicago and then say, because Aaron wants to go too, and then Aaron gets onto the second leg of the flight with
Yeah.
me. Then we both fly out because that flight from Toronto to San Francisco just about did me in last year because, I'm 6 feet tall. I don't know who they
Yeah.
find the seats for. I'm a skinny ass guy who's 6 feet tall, and my knees are pressed against the seat ahead of me. Like, I don't know how anybody bigger than me can. There's not much width in the seats, and my legs were cramping up pretty bad.
I'm just trying to
Aaron
read
has
here.
one leg.
Philip Mosley said, I thought it looked AMD. I just got a laptop with a Ryzen 7 recently. Very impressed. Yeah, that's what I keep telling people is I say, when you're looking to buy a new laptop, don't even look at Intel. Besides the security flaws with the Intel, if you can get an if you can get a AMD Ryzen laptop, look to buy it before an Intel nowadays.
Let's see, Mozzie says, I would pick Winter NAMM for gear or Summer NAMM for networking and socializing. Exactly. Everybody is very accessible at Summer NAMM.
I was just gonna make the suggestion to you then. If there was to be a NAMM in Canada, would you then say then it would probably take on more of a Nashville style, obviously, than say,
because like Cosmo Music Fest, which is more akin to Sweetwater's Gear Fest.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of MEAC as well, which MEAC is Canadian NAMM for those who don't know. Ask me what it stands for. It would probably be half the size again of Summer NAMM, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Just because I've been thing in Montreal each January, but if they could get everybody on the same page, then yes. And also, because it's similar to Sweetwater, the only vendors at Cosmo are vendors that sell through Cosmo.
Yes, even Tom says their NAMM in Canada would be so much fun and probably friendlier.
True. Tom also says, do you find continental U.S. Americans complain about travel and flights too much? I live in England for a while, and travel is expected to take long. I don't know. I know it was way more of a hassle for me to fly into the U.S. than to fly out of the U.S. Even though I screwed it up, like they actually have a self-serve kiosk where you check in to customs, which takes a photo of you, and after it takes the photo of me, it says, "Please remove your hat and glasses." And I look like this. And I'm like, which I never agreed with anyway. It's same as they always say, like, don't smile in your passport photo. I'm smiling all the time. I should look the way I look in my photo. So if you wear glasses, you're never seen in public without a hat on. Guess what? You should be wearing glasses and a hat.
You would be so screwed if you had one of those like ticked off kind of looks naturally all the time. Don't smile. Keep your face natural.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
I was looking to get deals and buy gear, GearFest, because NAMM isn't about buying gear, but more about showing retailers what's coming out in the near future. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Will has trouble flying too. My wings are too small.
So you're saying you're the tooth fairy, like The Rock was? Your little wings and costume?
Yeah. Nice. So yeah, but Winter NAMM was fun. There's just more going on in general outside as well. Just because it is such a larger event. Todd Flowers is working on a song with his ES330. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Which I believe is like a 335, but with P90s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Todd can clarify that for me. That's what I thought. Because, well, again, Brett Scholl was playing a ES330, and that's how I went, oh, okay. I used to have dreadlocks and a 7-inch beard. I would get stopped and searched every flight. Hey, my passport occupation is guitar picker, so I fully expect that treatment every time. And they hassled me.
So Tom is basically saying he was Rob Zombie.
Yeah, pretty much. Were you wearing a Western hat as well, Tom?
Yeah. Was there any living dead girls around you?
Were you wearing a lot of black?
Any white makeup on your face?
Okay, so Todd says, no, mine has humbuckers. It's a special run. See, this is fast. No Western hat, and yes, okay. Guitar picker or nose picker? Well, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, depending on the allergy. Total goth. Just kidding.
Yeah, 330. I don't think 330's minis. But yeah, I mean it's so screwy how that is, how they'll take a number, turn it down a little bit, and be like, oh, it's a special run or it's a limited edition. And it's like, it almost literally looks the same. What did you actually do to make it that it's so special?
See you, Mickey. He's got to go to work.
Yep. Take care, Mickey.
Work too hard.
Hey, David, and anyone else that I've kind of not said hi to. Sorry.
Joining in. Awesome.
Speaking, here's an interesting thing. I've been watching this whole, oh my God, they've smashed Gibson guitars thing here on YouTube.
The factory rejects.
The factory rejects or write-offs or whatever. And it's definitely been interesting, the comments from some fellow YouTubers and people in general outside of YouTube on it.
See you, Sean.
And yeah, have a good one, Sean. So it's Gibson talk. Yeah, Gibson talk. So
yeah, I suppose we could talk about the various companies that are either up for sale or going out of business.
Yeah, that's true. We could talk about that.
There's another one I haven't even mentioned yet that might be bankrupt by the December, I was told.
Oh, you mean PV?
Nope.
Oh, another one than PV.
So basically, I had heard on the Sunday or Monday after NAMM, that Gibson is shopping the Kramer and Steinberger brands, which nobody's really picked up on, but they are being shopped. I don't know how actively, but they're putting the feelers out there. PV ran out of money in June. Apparently have not built a new guitar in 20 years. That's all been old stock woods and parts. They're selling off, they laid off people. They're selling off machinery. They're selling off product. The guy that was telling me about this, he picked up a bunch of PV, probably the HP2s, because he's into that stuff. Necks. He sent me a photo yesterday of a neck without a truss rod, so he's got to build some truss rods to put into the necks, which he's got a manufacturing background, so.
He didn't even
explain why Mark was so giddy about the Kramers at NAMM. Exactly, Phil. So yeah, basically PV is looking going forward. They're just going to do PA equipment. It sounds like, for at least the next little while. And
that's kind of crappy.
Possibly by December, Ernie Ball will run out of money.
Really?
Unverified sources.
That I find very shocking, because I don't recognize Ernie Ball as an eccentrically overpriced, over-outputting company compared to, say, like Gibson.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. Unless you're Gibson or Fender, you're pretty much relegated to niche status, because under my understanding, FMIC sold, they were 37% of guitar sales last year. So that's Fender, Jackson, Charvel, PH, Gretsch, 37%.
Yeah.
Gibson and all subsidiaries was another 30%. So that's 67% of all guitars sold just by those two corporations.
Yeah.
And then you factor in other big companies like Ibanez, PRS, Music Man, all that. All of them combined is only another 33%.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good question, Todd. I was just told EBMM, but a lot of people will refer to Ernie Ball as Ernie Ball Music Man in many ways. Is that worldwide or North America? As far as I know, worldwide, Lawrence, on those numbers. And also, it's kind of funny. A year and a half ago, we were having the conversation, the big thing about, is the electric guitar dead? Well, we chalked up Gibson to mismanagement, but when you hear other companies having problems too, lack of sales overall, gross numbers of guitars being sold each year seems to be going down.
I wouldn't say
BC Rich has a new line of guitars. I heard about that. I haven't seen anything yet.
See, and that's the whole weird thing. I don't think it's the fact that electric guitar is dead from the aspect of interest in it. It's just the simple fact that all the companies are overproducing.
Well, and I think we're finally over the wave of grunge. And by that, I mean, I went to school, let's say I had 1,500 students in my high school.
Yeah.
There was maybe 30 of us that played guitar. Nirvana broke, and then all of a sudden there's 200 kids playing guitar out of 1,500. Now we're getting back to, I bet you if you're in high school now, approximate size, you probably know 20, 30 people that play guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I think we're getting back to that.
Well, there's less instrument music in the way of traditional instruments like guitars. I mean, bass is still relatively in because there's still some need for bass in regards to making bass beats and bass lines. Guitars themselves, basses and drums are probably still the most viable instruments. Beyond that, like a guitar itself is kind of but I mean,
it's become a bit of a niche, rock, country, folk, but jazz and blues have been niche for the last 50 years.
To me it's twofold. It's one,
exactly. Metalhead Hippie mentions, well, most schools don't have music programs anymore. Exactly.
Yes, that as well. To me, I think it's actually
Spring Brian.
Yeah. Hey, Brian. To me, I think it's a twofold thing. One, companies have simply overproduced instruments, especially Gibson. That's where they've put themselves into a bad place. And two, the overall economy and money coming in, period. And that is also, if anything, money is the biggest thing that's probably that will kill or hamper guitar.
And I think, and families have less liquid income than we did even 10 years ago.
Yes.
So we're gonna buy Junior a used guitar to start rather than the new Squier phone kits, with the guitar amp, etc. Hey, Half Ace.
Yep. Half Ace, surprised. So in regards to the Gibson video of the Firebirds being destroyed, and also the gentleman BJ also further put out a video 2 minutes long showing the destruction of a whole bunch of ESs.
Oh.
The guy took the ES, he put it on a thing like this, stomps right down on the neck, right at the heel joint. And that's another thing too, that in that video it kind of iterated the point of like how actually bad those guitars are, because I mean the guy isn't like super heavy, but he's fairly hefty, and he's hardly stomping down really hard with his whole weight, and the neck is just coming off like nothing.
Right.
So then,
Todd, Like Gibson Guitar has been profitable. It was the other products that were losing money. Exactly. And hello to Tanaka. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah, hey Ty. So they cut the body in the hump of the curve of the body. They cut it there, and then they cut the headstock, and then threw it in a bin. So if what people have said, or the majority of the information that's came out has said, is this is Gibson, the new Gibson regime's way of doing it as a write-off, like, I can see it, but it does kind of seem a shame that, here's all this. Yeah, the ES guitars were left in abandoned Gibson factory. Yeah, like it just seems like a shame that.
Well, like some people are saying, rob the tuners, pickups, like rob them for parts or something like that.
Yeah.
And then give them to charity, schools, what have you. Yeah, you just stamp them as factory seconds, not for resale, whatever, right?
Yeah, apparently from what I remember somebody saying to me, or what one of the videos, I think the BJ guy, when he was talking to the guitarologist, was saying, was that I think according to US write-off legality things, they had no choice but to overally destroy the instrument as a whole finished product for it to be write-offable.
Well, and they do destroy them too, likely for insurance reasons.
Yeah.
Because they'll, if they have a business insurance that covers losses, if you get a payout, well, you can't very well sell a guitar you got a payout on. That's insurance fraud.
Yeah, so it's interesting. The other thing as well too was, like I said sometime back, Anonymous posted a video out of one of their random channels. And as I mentioned then, it was about a year and a half ago, in said video, they said, and they warned folks that the US would be going through a turmoil financially and in other means, and it really has came true to date.
Right. I agree. Well, we did about 45 minutes here.
Oh, wow.
Flew by.
Yeah.
Because Terry has some stuff to do at the top of the hour, so we'll probably wrap things up. Thanks everyone that joined in for sure. That's awesome. Do you have anything to add, Terry?
I'll just say that it's been great seeing the positivity of the community coming through again. Awesome seeing people putting up new videos. I'm glad to see that things are going in a better direction than what they've had in the previous 6 months.
Yeah, very, very true. I'm loving it. Community's growing every day. Appreciate everybody new that's come to the channel. Of course, all you returning folks, it's been awesome. We'll play it by ear for Sunday. Maybe we can do a roundtable if I can either A, figure out the new software, or B, Hangouts is still around. So we'll how that goes. And I put up a video earlier today of me playing or demoing my 80s Univox guitar. Check that out, folks. And there will be one, if not two videos up tomorrow as well. The VEDA challenge, and then maybe something just purely guitar related as well. So thanks, Terry, for jumping in.
Yeah, and thanks for having me on again.
There, so we got to do the test. Nice to know new computers work better than the old. And everyone check out, what's tonight? Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Guitar Hack will have his show. And at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, Sean Pierce Johnson will have his.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be hanging out at both of those. So everyone have a great day. Hold those doors open. Let that guy in ahead of you in traffic. Do good things, and good things will happen to you because karma is real. Until next time, folks, cheers. Rock on. Have a great day.